everyone, it's Doodle and it's time for the mailbox post. But before I get to the books, I want to thank everyone who voted 2 weeks ago and told me to read every day. It was amazing. I loved it. My review will be coming up very, very soon. And I'll be starting Defiance shortly. I cannot wait to start it. So that's going on with me in reading. I'm going to be starting writing for my thesis soon, so I won't be reading as much as I have been, but I will still be reading at some decent pace. So that's always a good thing. I've been reading like 3 to 4 books a week, and I think it's going to drop down to 2 very, very soon. So, yeah. So into the books, I got a message on Goodreads from the author of the book I'm about to show you. And she asked me, after seeing it on one of my wish lists, if I would like to read and review her book for her. So she sent me a copy of Heart Waves, which I'll be reading soon. I cannot wait to start this one. It sounds really, really good and like something I'd really enjoy. So I'll be starting this one probably at the end of October because I have another book that I need to get done by November 1st, and then I also have a review book for the end of the month. So after those 2 books are read, I'll be reading that one. And then I got 2 books from giveaway wins this week, and the first one I'm like super, super excited when I got the email. I was walking out of my personal training internship over to the PRT, which is a little thing that's computer programmed to take you from one of the 3 different campuses from my university. So, most unreliable thing ever, but still. So I was walking up a ramp and then up some stairs, and I just got my email to load on my phone, and I get this email from Jean, a book nerd, saying I won a copy of The Story of Us, and I had like 6 people staring at me while I squealed and started jumping up and down. Like, I totally was that person, and I'm not afraid of it. I was so excited when I won this because I love Deb Coletti, and I've been dying to get my hands on a copy of this, but I hadn't gotten around to it yet. So I'm really, really excited to read it. So I'm like, yes! I was so excited. I started bouncing, and I swear people thought I should go to like a nut house or something, but I don't care. And then the next book I won from VV32 Reads, and it's a copy of Stork. And one of my friends actually recommended it to me in 2010 when it came out, but I hadn't been like reading much at the time. So now I have a copy, and I think she's gonna be really excited when I tell her because I haven't told her yet. I'm seeing her this weekend. So excited. And then I got one of my rack books for October. Michelle at Michelle 2 Writes. We ordered each other 2 books this month. I sent her Saving June and Speechless by Hannah Harrington. And I got one of my 2 books in. So she sent me Chosen Ones, which I cannot wait to start. It will be read probably this week because I have been dying to read it since it came out. Like, absolutely dying to read it. So I'm hoping it does not let me down. I've heard a couple of mixed reviews on it, and I've been avoiding reviews for this one because I don't want to know much, but I've seen a couple of okay stars and a couple of really low stars, but it's always been between the 2 and never a lot of, 4 or 5 stars. So I'm hoping I like it. I'm hoping. So huge thank you to Michelle. She actually just got Saving June yesterday, if I remember correctly. So we'll be getting our 2nd book soon. So then I have a bunch of books that I've purchased recently, and I'm actually sharing with you guys a lot more than I normally do. But that's because one of the books I wasn't planning on sharing with you guys this week, but it released early, and I read it because it's by one of my favorite authors. But that's going to be the last book I share. So getting into what I got a couple of weeks ago, I actually found this book on, I think this one was on half.com for like $3, and I was shocked because it was a release from this year. So I got a brand spanking new copy of From What I Remember, and I was dying to get this one. I love this cover. I think it's hilarious because it's like drunken night kind of thing. So good times. But cannot wait to read this one. It sounds awesome, and I was really stoked when it came in the mail. I jumped up and down a little bit for that one too. And then one of my bloggy friends, I saw they added a copy of Don't Stop Now to their to-read list. And I went ahead and looked into it, and it sounded like something I would really enjoy. So I got on Amazon, and for whatever reason, they had this book on there, hardcover. It's not a bargain book. Hardcover for like $1. I was like, are you kidding me? So I went ahead and ordered $25 worth of other books to go along with it, so I got free shipping. Because, if I'm going to spend $4 on shipping, I'm just going to buy more books. So I got this one for $1, and I don't know how that happened. It was like a fluke kind of thing. So I can't wait to read this one. Then the next one, I've had so many people tell me to read this series, read it. And I was always like really up in the air about it, but I've been reading a lot of dystopians, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and buy it. So I think I was in Barnes & Noble when I bought it. Because they don't have this specific book. They have the other 3 in the series, but they don't have the first one at Books A Million, or I would have bought it there. Well, I got myself a copy of The Uglies. So I'll be reading this one soon, because everyone's been telling me it's, like, awesome. So, very soon. But I figure if I like this one, I'll go ahead and give away this copy and then just order the box set, because it's going to be cheaper than buying all of the books for $10, even if I go through and buy the box set. So someone will be getting this book as soon as I read it, or I'll order the box set if I like it and give you the new one. We'll see. So, the next book I have, the US and the UK edition look really similar, but the UK is a little more, how do I describe it? It's a little more whimsical, I guess. And I've had a lot of friends tell me to read this one. Just like friends who I actually have, like, I've talked to like my entire life, that sort of thing. They keep telling me to read this one, and I've been wanting to, and then I put it off, and then I was like, I'm going to buy a copy, and I will read it. So I got a copy of Lux, and if you actually look on the cover, it's got a lot of the little twirly lines, and there's little butterflies in red, which is a lot different from the US cover. So I was like, I want the really super duper pretty ones, not just the ones with the dresses and whatnot. So I'm going to order the UK covers of these, because I think they're a lot pretty. Well, the only reason they're a lot prettier is because the extra little froof on them. So I like my froof. So reading that soon. And then a couple months ago, I didn't know about this book, Shattered Dreams. I went ahead and entered a couple giveaways and saw a bunch of really awesome reviews for this book and the book that comes after it. It's Broken Illusions or something Illusions. So I went ahead and ordered Shattered Dreams. I found this one on half.com for like $1. I was like, score. Seriously, half.com, my friend. And then the last book, second to last book I'm going to share with you guys is The Maze Runner. And I ordered the UK edition because, I don't know, I like the black and then the gold. And then the other books in the series are just like it. So I was like, I want these. So I went ahead and ordered the UK because you know me and my cover snob status. So I'll be reading this one soon. I've had a lot of people tell me to read this one also. So I figured, what the hey, at some point I'll read it. And then the last book I have for you guys, I read it and I loved it. And I was supposed to be working on thesis all day yesterday. Instead, I could not fall asleep to save my life the night before. So I was like, I'm going to start Beyond the Veil by Quinn Loftus, and we're going to see how far I get, and then tomorrow I'm just going to read, I'm going to get, a decent way through, see how long it took me to do, a third of the book, and then if it wasn't too terribly long, I'll go ahead and read the rest of it tomorrow. So I went ahead and read the rest of it yesterday, and then I worked on thesis after a slight freak out about time and not being able to get my outline in on time. Anyways, that's not the point. This book was awesome. If you guys have read any of the books in the Grey Wolf series, you guys will know how witty and hilarious these books are because of the 3 girls who are the main characters in this series. I absolutely love this series. If you haven't read it, you guys seriously need to go pick up Prince of Wolves. I'm pretty sure it's free on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. So seriously, get on that. It's a good time. Seriously, awesome good time. So those are my books for me this week, and I'm really sorry that this video is kind of long, but below the video on the blog you will see a link to Goodreads for each of the books along with all the people I mentioned. And that's it for me. I hope everyone has a super awesome week. I'll see you guys next Sunday. Doodles out!